Good morning, good morning, good morning. Trying to get this to work this morning. So, where are you? Here we go. Oops. Good morning, family, and welcome to what I'm calling the routine. This is Dr. B, and for the next 365 days, we're going to do this together. And we're not going to do it perfectly, but we are going to do it consistently. You know, we all talk about wanting a routine. We talk about discipline, consistency, faith, growth. But most of us don't actually have a routine that we can return to every single day. This isn't going to be me teaching you from the outside. This is me committed to becoming with you. So if you hang with me for 30 days, you'll build. If you hang with me for 30 days, you'll build. If you hang with me for 90 days, it will. If you hang with me for 90 days, but if you hang with me for all 365 days, your life will never be the same. And that, my friend, is and that, my friend, is as people who want to live their best life. As people who want to live their best life. We need to be intentional. And for the next 365 days, if you join me, this is how we will start our day. We will wake up on purpose. We will wake up on purpose. We will not be distracted by opening our phones, devices, by opening our phones, etc. Until we are done here. We will hydrate immediately. We will create stillness. We will work on our connection. We will work on our connection through a short devotional. We will focus on our gratitude. We will set our intentions for the day. We will plan to make a connection with somebody this day. We will make and keep at least one promise to ourselves. And at some point today, we will move our body together, but you can do exercise, you can get it done. So now listen, if you're just finding us today, whether it's day 1 or day 200, you're right on time. These days don't build on each other, but each one stands on its own, and it's about consistency. And I understand because of the time zone, we're doing it at 6:30 at Mountain Time. But whatever, you might have kids, you might have work, a real life. You may not always be able to do this, and that's okay. If you need to, you can always watch the recording from the day before and do this routine earlier in your day. If that's earlier in your day, live is obviously more powerful. But obviously more power works, and that's what matters. And that you spend this time intentionally. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect to show up. Welcome to the routine. Welcome to the routine. Let's become. And if you need more information, just go ahead and go to routine.live. Now let's go. Now let's go. All right. So I think we're all on here. So I'm going to remove the screen for a second so that you can see me. And this is so weird because I don't have, I think when I put this on there, let's go like this. So to make sure you can hear me. All right, so I have to do the voice because my camera's not working on my machine. So I'm in Phoenix. And just excited about getting that done. Let me see if I can turn the There we go. So we'll just assume that the camera is working and that everybody can hear me, and I will just go through this as if because I want to make sure we didn't have the echo, and it's there, and I just turned my speaker down, and we're going to see what we can do here. With this right there, so it's even a little bit better. Let me put it where let's do like this. Yeah. All right. Let me turn it like this. Yeah. And so I got the light kind of behind me. I wish it was in front of me, but that's okay. We will make sure that we make it work the best that we can, because we're just doing this and having fun in the morning while we do it. So we're going to start out with our breathing. So I'm going to go ahead and put the breathing stuff up. So let me see if I can get the music to play. See what that sounds like here. All right, I'm going to turn this up just so I can see that it's working. Oops, wrong one. testing 1, 2. Make sure that's not happening. So I think it's working on both mics. So let me turn the mic off here. And you guys can still hear me, right? All right. There we go. Nice. All right. See if you can see. There we go. All right. So first breath. Technology is working, so we know we're good here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's like 35 degrees out. Well, we're in Phoenix, so it's a little bit, but right now this morning it says it feels like 35, but it's awesome. Almost feels like a cold plunge. It's before. This would be 5. And work better. Get that off. I'm just going to just calm down a little bit. Making sure we have full technology that's working. Keep going. Hold it. Hold it. One more. All right, we're gonna hydrate. Water. I have this today because I'm still in Phoenix and I don't have, so we'll go through here. All right, gonna do it. So you're watching me today and you're on much water. I usually do 8 ounces of water, and then I have 2 different cups, and so we're gonna do it one more time. So hopefully you have your water. So I think we have our water set. So now we are going to go into our devotional. And so excited about the devotional today. So here we go. And we are, let me turn this, before we jump into that, let me turn this music off. Using one screen today. So I'm going to add the screen. Move this over just so I can hit it. I'm going to add page. And then I'm going to go to week 1 where we're at. All right. So, oh yeah, that's perfect. All right, so day 11. Okay, conflict is not the enemy. Conflict is not the enemy. One more time, conflict is not the enemy. Let me go back to our verse for this week, just so you have it. So behold, how good and how pleasant it is for us to dwell together in unity. How good and how pleasant it is for us to dwell together in unity. And so conflict, again, is not the enemy. Somehow it got split up there, but we should be okay. Here we go. All right. So, Lord, thank you that I don't with that. Paste this. There we go. All right. No. Here we go. Good thing, I think. Thank God that the truth spoken in love leads to growth. So when we're in community and somebody, this is kind of a hard one because one of the things that happens is we tend to judge. And sometimes when we tend to judge, maybe this is a little bit loud, let me turn this down a little bit. When we begin to judge and then we've already judged the person, and then we try to correct, or we try to encourage, or we try to help, it comes from a spirit of judging, which is kind of hard because then the person doesn't receive it and then they take it. So when I say, when it's spoken with truth and love, so hey, some of the, I guess a good example is I have a gentleman who sometimes in meetings, he just asks questions that are out of the blue. Like we're talking about one subject and he'll say, hey man, did you see those Michael Jordans that that guy was wearing today? And you just go, wait a minute, we're working on something together. We're doing a devotional together. It has nothing to do with Michael Jordan. So when I'm thinking about that correction, right, there's going to be a little bit of conflict, but it's like when you're having that conversation and talking, you're saying, okay, so one of the goals here is to make sure that we have the community being able to all be on the same page. So when you think about your questions, I think your question is important. I think your question is valid, but this isn't the appropriate time for it, right? So avoidance of having that conversation just makes everybody mad. So if I don't say anything and we have a group of 20 people and they're all when we were getting into prayer time, or we were getting into something that was deep, or I had somebody who was sharing their feelings about how their life has been affected, and then somebody says something about Michael Jordan shoes, right? And so, avoidance weakens the relationship, but healthy conflict strengthens it. And it's okay that somebody might be upset or they might be mad. But if you did it in love, they'll come back and say that I appreciated it. The story I had today is there's 2 business partners stopped talking for months over a small issue, maybe something like the question I just asked. And when they finally addressed it calmly, they realized the real problem wasn't the discouragement or the disagreement. It was fear. One honest conversation restored trust. Hey, I don't like the way that you're doing the money here. I think we should have moved the money to this other account. No, I disagree. Why would you want to do that? Well, I don't want to hurt his feelings because he might get mad. No, you have the conversation. Oh, that makes sense. Let's move the money to this account and here's the reason. Or let's keep it in this account because that's the reason. Whatever the reason, the conflict is okay. The biggest issue is you have to solve it. So today in the invitation is like, what conversation are you postponing? Sometimes, you don't want to have that conversation because you said it'll just make you mad, and you want to 100% avoid the conflict because you don't want anybody to be mad at you. You want somebody to always love you, always like you, always be on there. But if you don't have the conversation, it builds up, it builds up, it builds up. And then when you release it, it doesn't come out pretty. It comes out with cussing and yelling and fighting and arguing, all that could have been solved if you just sit down and talk. And so it's just important that that is something that would happen. So practice, today is prepare for one difficult conversation, because everybody has a difficult conversation that they need to have with somebody. So prepare for that difficult conversation with prayer and clarity. And then the prayer today would be, God, give me the courage to speak truth with love and guide tone, my timing and my heart. Folks, I'm saying this to me as much as I'm saying it to you today, because I have to get good at some of those difficult conversations that I have to have. I got a group of people that, for whatever reason, maybe not want to continue with me in part of my business. And, they've been advisors for years and didn't produce or anything last year. And I need to have that conversation. Are you in or are you out? I don't want to hurt the feelings. I don't want to leave them. But if they're not in, if it's not something they want to do, I don't want to keep sending them messages. And then they just look at my messages and, just kind of get upset with me every week because I'm sending messages. That is absolutely not what I want to do. And so we want to make sure today you have those difficult conversations, remembering that conflict is something that is going to happen. It leads to growth and strength. And avoidance weakens your relationship, and healthy conflicts straightens it. All right, that's devotional for today. So now let's move back into, we're going to move back into, I had the screenshot on there the whole time. So apologies. So I'm going to remove that back into this. I just want it to be this screen. So it's just me that you're seeing. And let's do our breathing again. So ready? Hold it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. Breathe in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Oh man, feeling the oxygen all the way to my feet. Breathe in. Hold it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do more. Breathe in. Breathe in. Do one just for good measures. All right, let's move to our gratitude session here. All right. And only read gratitude section here. You're going to write down um, what the gratitude is for today. And we jumped into day 11. And as I hope you're able to do the same thing. So thank you, God, that I woke up today. I am grateful for life and health. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Brain function, my cells renewing in veins, following my body, working together as I should. I am thankful for strength, awareness, and the ability to create one for my intentions. Lord, I'm thankful for my family, my wife, my children, my parents, and every person who you have placed in my life. And thank you for Art and being able to stay at his house today and to spend time with them and just enjoy his family. And thank you for my relationships that support me and challenge me and encourage me. These connections give me life, meaning, and death. Thank you for my provision, for food, for shelter, for transportation, for safety, for comfort, for a home to be filled with peace and the daily necessities that allow me to focus on what matters most. Thank you for my health and my fitness. I'm grateful for financial provision, for the ability to earn, to manage, to give, and contribute. I use money wisely. I'm thankful for being able to do that and responsibly, understanding it is a tool. I thank you that I understand that it is a tool. Lord, I thank you that I get to live in purpose, that I have the opportunity to help others become who you created them to be. My life is so useful, intentional, and aligning with the work you have called me to do. I receive this day with gratitude and focus. Show up who I am becoming. I move forward with my faith, blessing on blessing on blessings. Oh my gosh, it is so cool to just be able to drive, to walk, to get up. Oh, I'm thankful for all of you that may be watching this and saying, I'm having struggling today. And I thank you for conflict, as we talked about in our devotional today. Thank you for those for helping me to grow and strengthen and just become a better man as a result. Oh, cool. So now let's get into, we are going to jump, you're going to see me do this, into our affirmations. So let's hit this affirmation. No, let's do this. I'm going to do the slideshow. That's what we want, is a slideshow. I don't know why I didn't have it open, but you guys, I'm going to make this so you, oops, go back to it as it pops up. Add the stage back to the full screen. There we go. And we're going to, it's just loading, it's loading, it's loading, and we're going to present it. There we go. All right. This is the routine. This is our affirmations for today. I am becoming the person my future requires. I am becoming the person my future requires. I choose presence over pressure today. I choose presence over pressure today. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. So second time, say it with me. You can read it at the same time, so you're good. Maybe say it to yourself as I'm saying it the first time, and then say it out loud on the second one. I'm consistent, not perfect. I am consistent, not perfect. I listen before I react. I listen before I react. I listen before I react. I'm grounded, grateful, and growing. I'm grounded, grateful, and growing. You know what? I should be playing the affirmation music, because that one is more powerful. So let's jump on that real quick. Oh, there we go. There we go. I don't know why I forgot. You listen to that calm music, and so I build trust through my daily actions. I build trust through my daily actions. Oh, Let me put this back in present mode. I build trust through my daily actions. I am connected to God, to myself, and to others. I am connected to God, myself, and others. What I practice today becomes my legacy tomorrow. What I practice today becomes my legacy tomorrow. I finish what I start. I finish what I start. I finish what I start. I wake up on purpose and live with intention. I wake up on purpose and I live with intention. I protect my focus and guard my mind. I protect my focus and guard my mind. I choose discipline as an act of self respect. I choose discipline as an act of self respect. I honor my body, my time, and my calling. I honor my body, my time, and my calling. I speak life to myself and to others. I speak life to myself and to others. I make space for stillness and clarity. I make space for stillness and clarity. I keep my promises, especially the ones I make to the self. I keep my promises, especially the ones I make to myself. I choose courage over comfort. I choose courage over comfort. I make meaningful connections every day. I make meaningful connections every day. I take responsibility for who I am becoming. I take responsibility for who I am becoming. I am right where I am supposed to be in order to become who God made me to be. I am right where I'm supposed to be in order to become who God made me to be. God has already placed me and is providing me with everything I need for what He has called me to do. God has already placed me and is providing me with everything I need for what He has called me to do. There is more than enough, and I am enough to fulfill my purpose. There is more than enough, and I am enough to fulfill my purpose. I live in abundance because there is no lack, because God's provision is everywhere and in all things. I live in abundance because there is no lack, because God's provision is everywhere and in all things. I count it all joy knowing God is using every season to strengthen me and to fill His purpose in me and through me. I count it all joy knowing God is using every season to strengthen me and to fill His purpose in me and through me. All right. We've done our affirmations. Now we're going to finalize it with our word for today. Let's get to 11. Day 11 is consistency. Consistency is day 11. Um, Meaning consistency is showing up even when it's not exciting. I've seen people with less talent, fewer connection, and smaller platforms outpace everyone else simply because they kept showing up. No hype, no shortcuts, just steady effort when no one was watching. Consistency is the key for this abundant life. Quietly builds what motivation can't sustain. We can be motivated, we can be inspired, but consistency is the building block that makes sense. So today, when you make your connection, who relies on you to be steady? Who relies on you to be steady? Check in even briefly. Today, choose that one conversation to be fully present in. Be fully present in. Phones down, eyes up, and promise yourself, what is your promise you're making today? The promise I'm making today is I'm going to call 5 people I haven't talked to that I need to talk to. And it may be a while since I talked to them. I got a 12, 13-hour drive today. There's no reason I can't make my promise to myself to call those 5 people. So Keep the one small promise you've been avoiding, make it, write it down, and do it before you go to bed today. So the promise for me is I'm gonna write down that I'm making this promise, and I'm gonna make sure that I get it done. All right. So, all right, let's jump out of this. We will end the screen share here, and then I will put myself back in here. And then so today we just think about I'll say this right now, you're God's greatest gift. He loves you if you allow him to. You have everything you need to be the that God has created you to be. Let me turn this one off real quick. There we go. And then we're going to end with the video for today. If you want to get off before that's fine. Don't forget your God's greatest gift. He loves you if you allow him to. You are born for greatness. You are the answer to somebody else's prayer, as I say every day. And so be encouraged that whatever cross today, God sent them to you today for the specific reason of you interacting with them. So that lightly and that responsibility of it being lightly. All right, so let's play the video. Just make sure I'm sharing it at the stage. All right, share video. Wait a minute, the affirmations are still fine. Okay, let's start the video over again. Sorry about some of these technical things when I'm trying to figure this all out. Okay, I don't know if you can hear it. So let's do this. Let's make sure that when I share the screen, sound is on. Let me move it all the way at the stage. No, it should be on. All right, so we will play it, and then we'll be done for today. Or maybe we won't play it. Can you hear me? Oh, maybe it's good. Oh. I'll let it play as if it's playing. Let's see what happens.
Helping others rise so their best becomes their next level. I am becoming the person God made me to be. I pray for every day. Purpose in my heartbeat, purpose in my name. I am becoming the person, becoming the person. The journey is where my freedom stays. From Denver to the nations, let the good news spread. Faith over fear, that is the voice in my head. If you knew the stories and the places I have been, you would know every setback was a setup to win. I show up with bass and I show up with fire. I show up with truth for the ones who inspire. Legacy in motion, generations rise. God's fingerprints are all over my life. I am becoming the person God made me to be. Walking in the promise He keeps over me. Every step is purpose, every breath is praise. And the world gets brighter when we live this way. We are becoming the person, becoming the person. The journey is where our freedom stays. Let's go! Dr.B. Becoming the person. Every day.
Gosh, here. So excited that today is it. And you guys have an amazing, awesome, just incredible day today. And we will talk to you on the next one.